So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially...
Decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Flamengo with the corner, there first. Olise tries to clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. There will be a throw-in. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Olise. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pele! Pele. Oh, they could break here. No, it's come to nothing.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Yeah.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that. There could be trouble here. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Maldini is there, and he can pick it up. Bellingham. That looks a decent ball. No, he's seen through all of that. That has not gone well. Now it's Pele. It's Pele! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pirlo, the regular corner taker. Keeper's dealt with that. And the volley. Oh, that's a waste.
Pirlo clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Pirlo. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Adriano. Wriggles his way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Olise. And it's Pirlo.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Now he's got space here. Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away?
Adriano. Olise.
Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, played right into his path.
Takes a shot! Goal! Botafogo! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Botafogo penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thinks one through. That's beautifully weighted.
Nedved. To Maldini.
And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Botafogo have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
And we are already promptly back underway.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that has put paid to that.
Pirlo.
A true great in every sense of the word. Adriano. Zanetti with the foul. He knew what was coming.
That's a yellow card. And it's Maldini.
Cross from Maldini. Cruyff. Oh, strongly challenged there. Messi. Flamengo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's fabulous. That's the keeper's ball.
Neymar.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Just about up to the hour now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Olise.
He is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vieira has given away a free kick.
And he is going into that little black book. It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now it's Pele. Oh, he's burst through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Neymar.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
And now he has two.
Botafogo
are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Nedved.
Botafogo are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Cruyff. Albert Ferrer does well to get it back. And this is Adriano. Great ball, and he's in here. Delivered in. Bellingham attempts a clearance. Danger averted for now. Pele. And he's in on goal. Judge, surely! Oh, and it's come back out to him. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Adriano. Can he finish? There's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Chance for a shot!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
A probing pass. And this is Adriano. He's cut it out. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Pass somewhat off target. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Pele. And that will be it. Botafogo proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Pele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Botafogo really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Son Heung-min. Robertson goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Grafenberg. Now it's Can he finish? Mo Salah! Sensational! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The breakthrough strike! What a moment of brilliance! Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Cruyff, Roberto Carlos. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Pirlo, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Gabriel attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Mikel Oyarzabal short changes him with that pass. He's found a way through. Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Roberto Carlos. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cruyff has it out wide and in space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Pelé. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Albert chasing after it. And it's Son Heung-min. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's been played through, and he's running through. And he shoots! He's got a goal!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gravenberg. Really fierce, close defending. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's got the big... He's had a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to...
Puskas! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Puskas clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Olise. That has been slung wide. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Botafogo are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Here's Beckenbauer, and he's managed to get free. Gerrard can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Mohamed Salah. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Van Dijk. Puskas.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hey bro, how's it going? Do you want to play a game after this one?
Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, colaborem com o nosso fundo de reforma do estádio. Substituição.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Koeman, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's intervened well there. Mikel Oyarzabal is always looking to break lines. Koeman powering forward here. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Pirlo! Tremendous from Pirlo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The second half off to a spectacular start. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Botafogo get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And it's Son Heung-min. That's a throw. Takes a shot! It's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Liverpool take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Gerrard. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pirlo. Bellingham. Gravenberg goes steaming forward. Now it's Pele. Oyarzabal gets a foot in here. Son Heung-min is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Cruyff. Played into space, and he was quick to react. Pele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zanetti. Now it's Pele. Knocks it into space. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Searching pass he's played. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, that looks a decent ball. Zanetti. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's had it nicked away. Gerrard, this is promising. Pirlo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played in deep. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Gerrard. Mikel Oyarzabal, nicely intercepted. It's a searching pass. A nice touch, just eases him off the ball. Gravenberg, 2 minutes to be added on. Can he spark a counter here? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong.